guys. Today I'm making a video on basically how to play Shaggy. As you can see in America, I'm top 100 Shaggy, so I mean I feel like I have enough experience as well since I've been playing since Alpha. Um, I mean Shaggy's pretty easy, honestly. Um, Probably not as good as everyone says he is, but because he's really basic and predictable, right? Shaggy's go-to move is gonna be his neutral, right? It links to pretty much every move you're gonna want to do. But that's a string you can also do. I also have my GameCube controller, so you can see in the background as well. His down air is pretty good, right? I can do some things like that if you want. But like basic bread and butter, I would say, is just right after that you can pretty much try to go for your side B or your knee, which is a forward air, right? It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple, right? Shaggy's side special is pretty good, but like the problem it has is the end lag. It's really easy to punish. It's readable, right? But besides that, he's a good all-around character, but obviously he suffers from flaws like struggling against characters like with disjoints, Arya, Harley, etc. But besides that, I enjoy Shaggy. I think he's really fun. He's really like easy to just get into and just play, right? But this string, right, you can do at the early percentage, right? That works pretty much at any time. This you can do this. That's not really true. Let me put on my thing so you can as well, so you can see, what works and what doesn't. Right, that works. Right. He has some true combos, but I feel like a lot of them, they're not really like have a ton of hits done. So like you're doing really follow-ups and reads. So I think probably one of his best matchups are gonna be pretty much all the brawlers are pretty. It's pretty straightforward, right? That's the game plan for that. It's pretty much just I personally like to rush in, but obviously there's times when you're in disadvantage where you just gotta play neutral and just hope to win neutral. His kill moves are obviously gonna be his charge, his side special, his up special. Like people don't really see this coming a lot, so you can probably go like if they don't see it coming, it'll be really good, right? But that really depends. If they're watching out for it, then it's pretty easy to dodge because it's really slow on the startup. But yeah, this is pretty much one of the easy combos to kill at a kill percentage. But the problem with that is a lot of characters it drops out of, so like it doesn't end up working a lot of the time. So most of the times I like to use people like to use it like just obviously just side B almost absolutely immediately. That's what most Shaggies do, and I don't think that's really the right way to use it personally. I mean, like I like to use his charge as a DP because it's really easy to punish people when they hit you. More like so like if I get hit by the Shaggy, let's see if I can show you fight right. If he hits me, watch. He hits me, I can usually get a B off of it, right? It's not really easy to show because he just keeps on throwing his projectile, but yeah, you can use it more as a DP, especially if your opponent keeps on doing like an easily like readable move and they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So like it's pretty easy to tell, right? Alright, so right, you can do stuff like this as well. That works out pretty much like any percentage, right? You can do down there, boom. He dodges, so that's not real. So what you would do is you wait for the dodge in, stuff like that. I feel like his Shaggy's best moves are definitely like his down air, because it almost takes priority like almost every single time. That's not to like over exaggerate like at all. Like it really is pretty strong. See, I come from like playing a lot of Super Smash, so like I like to forward air a lot. Like I'm playing Falcon. Um, like you shouldn't. I mean, his forward air is really good. Like it's honestly, it's super good. But there's definitely sometimes I use it. Like there's times you're gonna like forward air instead. You should probably be doing side B. So that's just personally. It's a bad habit I've acquired over time. I'm just going for forward air like it's gonna kill them with fucking like it's Falcon. But sometimes it works like as an edge guard, right? Like it's a really good edge guard tool. And but that's about it. Alright, but anyway, you can also do this. I love doing that against characters that are like faster than you, like Harley and Jake. Even it works really well as well on bugs, like really well on bugs actually. Most of the time, like it'll work, but like you have to really be really specific on where you start it, because if not, then it's gonna miss. It's not gonna hit the second part of it. So what you do is just hit pretty much down, like your down attack, and then hit it again, and it slows. It lasts for quite a while, to a point where it's really easy to get an early kill, and so I think that it's a really strong move. And the thing about Shaggy is, right, like at least the way I play him, a lot of time I want to get my opponents off stage because his edge guarding is pretty great, because his forward air, his side B, his down air, they're pretty strong. But like sometimes it won't work, especially when your opponent has like a lot of recovery options left. So like unless he can read it, it's not gonna like work as strong. But like besides that, it's really good. His Nair also beats out a lot of moves and shatter shields. So like opponents that has a lot of shields, like Wonder Woman, and Superman, it was super strong on, right? See at the edge, what I just did there, that's like one of my favorite follow-ups to do at the edge. Because a lot of the time they won't see it coming and they immediately try to B once they touch the wall, so you can most of the time just dodge to the right, dash down, and like you can catch your opponent with a down air. And since they used some of the recoveries, they have no way to come back up, or you just go back down with a down air and you kill them. So that's that. This is also another combo you can use at pretty much any percentage. You go this, that. And Shaggy's sandwich is I didn't really like it at first, but like the thing about his sandwich, right, you can use it as a follow-up tool, and I think at certain times if you're fast enough, you can use it as a follow up with it as well. So that ends up working, right? But besides that, Shaggy is a really easy character, right? People hate on Shaggy because he's pretty easy to like play and just pick up and play. But the thing with Shaggy is sometimes you're really just trying to bait out an opponent's attack so you can get a nice whiff punish off of it. So that's the problem with Shaggy. He depends a lot on like, I feel like on whiff punishing. Yeah, he has moves that can beat your opponent out, but he's also throwing out his huge ass hitboxes. So if you just wait and punish it, he's really not as good as people seem, right? They're not really trying their best to punish him. Like you can really get the most freest punishes on some of his attacks, like that. For instance, his down smash is really punishable. Like it's just literally the freest thing you can possibly punish. His side B's end lag is super heavy, right? LB is super slow startup, and as well as it links to a lot of moves, but not really, because the startup, you have to have the character has to have enough hit stun for it to like link. But yeah, that's pretty much the basic on how to play Shaggy. He's really fun character. Like I enjoy playing, but I recently started playing more Superman. But besides that, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really much else you need to know about Shaggy. He's pretty easy, right? You don't need like an in-depth guide on how to play him. You just really need to know the BMBs, and like to know like you can get a lot of follow-ups off a lot of moves, just juggling them in there, and like try your best to link up your nair with like literally any combo you can think of, it links and you can get kills like that. It's pretty simple. He's smart, easy to play on the fly, like especially on like matchups you think you're just not working. Like for matchups I have difficulty with Superman, to switch to Shaggy. I'm currently learning how to play Tom and Jerry, so they're gonna probably be my fail once I do figure that out. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but you know, if there's any other guides you guys want to learn, let me know, and yeah, and I'll teach you. Hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you for watching.